Kali Training Journal, Day 253. Today's practice is focused on stretching the lower body with some stretches in the forearms. Join me today as I stretch out these different areas of my body. When I first did this squat, I could not get down this far. It was uncomfortable in my ankles, my low back, and my legs. The idea is to get to a point where your feet are straight and not angled outward. But this takes time. It takes time to allow your body to relax into this stretch. So never compare yourself to somebody else's stretch or what somebody else's body is capable of doing. You don't know how much time and effort they've put into getting their body to stretch and relax. I wasn't always this flexible. It's taken me time, patience to allow my body to relax on its terms and when it's ready. Never push yourself harder than what your body is willing to do. That will create damage in your muscles and in your tendons. Your body will stretch as it's ready. If you're an office worker, these next few steps with my forearms will be incredibly valuable for you in relaxing and giving you some flexibility back in your wrists. Your hands will feel better. Your arms will feel lighter. These stretches help to relax the forearms specifically. If you work in an office, if you type on a computer, if you're doing a lot with your hands and forearms for your work, these stretches will significantly help you feel more relaxed. Again, don't compare yourself to what I am able to do in these stretches. Allow your body to stretch as it feels comfortable. These can be very painful stretches if you overstretch. Something to keep in mind when you're stretching. You should feel a pain level about a 7 to 8, but never more than that. If you go less than that, you may not be getting the full amount of stretch possible, but always listen to your body. Get familiar with this stretch first, then push a little bit deeper. If you feel the stretch lighten where you don't feel any discomfort anymore, it's okay to deepen the stretch just a little bit more. That's totally fine. When possible, hold the stretch for 60 seconds or a little bit longer. This tricks your body into thinking that it's going to get injured and will release. As you're doing these stretches, focus on your breath work. Take a deep breath in, hold it for a few seconds, and then breathe out. As you breathe in, deepen your stretch just a little bit if possible. When you breathe out, imagine the discomfort leaving your body, your muscles relaxing. If you can imagine the muscles that you're stretching and think about the functions they do, think about their shape, where they attach, and where they connect to the bone in your body. Then as you stretch, thinking intentionally and specifically about that muscle relaxing. This is going to help your stretch a lot moving forward. It sounds a little bit silly, but if you can really imagine and energetically talk to your muscle, asking it to release, asking it to relax, it will help your muscle to soften. If you can breathe through these different stretches, that will make a significant impact as well. These stretches are amazing for relaxing through the forearms. This next stretch and the following stretches through the end of this session are going to focus on stretching through your lower body, into your hamstrings and into your calves. Again, as you watch me do these stretches, never compare yourself to what I can do or the depth that I can stretch into these muscles. Listen to your body always. If you can't do exactly what I'm doing, do some kind of variation that looks similar. Remember, your body is going to stretch when it's ready, not necessarily when you want it to or when you think that it should. These stretches are meant to soften and relax the muscles, not add strain. If you feel any sharpness or intense discomfort, soften the stretch and don't deepen it. Take a break when necessary and when needed. Remember, overstretching actually damages the muscles and tissues. You don't want to do this. This will create a longer recovery time. When and as you stretch, when your body and your muscles are ready, your stretch will be deeper, it will be more effective, and you will feel the benefits of the stretch even longer. This should always be the objective and the point, to allow your body to stretch when it's ready and to have lasting effects from stretching. Aggressive stretching will also damage your body. Yes, it can be helpful in some situations. However, the negative impacts of stretching too deep or aggressive stretching will feel more uncomfortable than a tight muscle and will create damage to the tissues. The idea that you tear your muscles to build strength in them isn't the healthiest or best way to strengthen your body or your muscles. Now, I did this stretch at the beginning of this stretching session, but the way that I'm doing it now is just a little bit different. It feels a little bit deeper for me. My feet are pointed forward instead of outward. Next, as you stretch and do some of these other stretches where you're standing and bending over towards your toes, bend your knees as needed. Don't force your legs straight. You're going to see here that my legs really are not that straight as I do this stretch. I used to have to bend at my knees a lot and was not able to easily or bend over like this without a lot of pain or shaking in my legs. You don't want your muscles to shake in your stretch. Here I'm doing some sun salutation types of movement. So as I come up, where I'm out of the camera, I'm simply bringing my arms up together over my head, stretching back just a little bit. As I stand up and complete the stretch, I'm breathing in as deeply as possible, feeling the air deepen into my lungs. As I bend back over, I'm breathing out, exhaling all the air I can out of my lungs. Thank you so much for joining me today. This stretch felt really amazing and definitely supported my body from the Kali practice that I completed. We'll see you next time. And if you haven't already, be sure to like, subscribe, and share.